Honestly, I see right through Enneagram threes, and I don't like it. Don't
Oh
say
shit, they really do record
anything.
everything.
I think
Yeah.
Enneagram fives see right through Enneagram threes. You know what I'm saying, Suzanne? You just see right through their bullshit.
I
Who
would have shown you
in
guys that if I knew that. Fuck, dude.
who in TWFP is an Enneagram 3? Nick only?
Yeah, well, I don't know about anyone else, but I mean, my sister is an Enneagram 3, my dad's an Enneagram 3, and it is really hard to connect with them sometimes because I just know that they're just out of touch with their heart center, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
They're just, you know, they're saying stuff, but it's not how they feel because they don't really know how they feel, which I understand is their whole thing. So I can't really get mad at them for that, but it is what it is. I connect more with my Enneagram 8 mom because 8s are pretty real people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Life is just a very um, very incomprehensible thing. The very fact that you people have consciousness is hard for me to understand. The very fact that I have consciousness is very hard to understand.
Now you're going all NE on us.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I don't have consciousness.
I'll drink to that, man. Neptune, I gotta say, you're like a cool dude. I like talking to you, man.
Didn't you think I was evil at first?
Well, I thought you were kind of a dick at first. You always fuck with me.
I mean, usually it like either goes one way, either like loosen someone up and they realize that they don't have to take themselves seriously in front of me, or they just think I'm a dick and they hate me forever. But the goal is usually the first one.
Uh-huh. I think I'm mixed. Do you know who Russ Hudson is, Neptune?
I don't.
Okay.
Is he? I actually have heard the name. I think from Liz. He's a socionics guy.
No, he's a guy who wrote this really good Enneagram book.
Hmm.
Anyways, I randomly friended him on Facebook, and he liked one of my Facebook profiles. I felt so fucking happy.
He liked one of your what?
Facebook posts. It wasn't even about Enneagram. It was just like me making a joke. He liked it, and I felt so fucking happy because like my fucking idol, the guy who wrote my favorite Enneagram book of all time.
What's
Like
his tri-type? Because I think that he might be the same as me.
he's a sexual 548.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. He's a cool guy. I mean, I don't know him, but he's a cool guy.
I sounded way too excited about
Hey,
because I literally don't even know anything about it.
I mean, I'm getting excited about a fucking guy liking my Facebook profile post. So
I've actually seen a video of him talking about Enneagram, actually.
he's like, fives are the type of people who want to know how things are. Video. I'll link it. I'll link it. I'm gonna watch together with you. Fucking true, man. Let's watch this shit.
Type 5.
5 is the part of us that wants to understand what the world is, what reality is, what is really here. We're all seeing the appearances of things. There are a lot of consensus views about reality. The 5 is the part that says yes, and there's something deeper. And what is that? And it's not just being curious about it, it's actually investigating, going into it, finding out what's really true on a deeper level. People who are 5s might do that through science or philosophy, sometimes through art. But the world is an investigation. Life and reality is something to be explored and inquired into. And so people who are 5s are very passionate to do that, usually looking at something very specific. Not a broad range of topics, but there's a few things I really want to mine to find out what is the deeper truth here.
It's like
about
too
this
close to his
existence.
face. I keep like seeing the spit
when
forming on like
People
the
are
side of
5s
his
whose
mouth.
presence, though, this can become a kind of obsessive quality about what I'm learning, what I'm studying, what I'm reading. It could be something practical, but it could also be a computer game. It becomes lost in a morass of information or knowledge, even practical or otherwise. I start to exclude other people, the world, my health.
This obviously can make great difficulties for myself, and it can be very challenging
for people who care about me.
Anyways, being a 5 is tough sometimes.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
I don't know if you relate to this, but I live a different world with everyone I talk to.
You live in a different world with everyone you talk to?
Well, I compartmentalize myself with everyone I talk to.
I think I've said that sentence in a different way before.
Yep. You only tell people the things you want to tell them. I mean, I think in Talk with Famous People is the most authentic and candid I am, but not the case with everyone.
I usually like form a different identity based on the chat room. So when I was on Tiny Chat, I was a different person. Now I'm a different person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like the same, but I'm just like, I know what is going to be like appropriate for the chat room after I've observed for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Liz. Fucked up my hip. Yoga. You're doing yoga and you fucked up your hip.
Playing with lambs is so hard to imagine. But that's like Elsie's life.
It's such a satisfying thing to do, I would think. Life is a good thing. I think I've had epiphanies where just I realized that there's nothing to just like fucking be and like I mean, sorry. On like a meta level, there's nothing to be dissatisfied about because you're just living life. And that's like better than death, you know?
I mean, I usually go with death being better, but I can see why you'd come to that conclusion.
I can see the logical validity of that statement. I've had like epiphanies where Neptune. I mean, well, actually, Suzanne, you're a 5 too, but you know, you and us, like we all as 5s, fill our brain with like thoughts of just analyzing shit. You know, I had an epiphany, and I don't know how it was caused, but basically, instead of all these thoughts in my head that I always try to fill up to make me feel like full as a human being, instead, only pure compassion was in my brain. Just pure compassion towards just the world. And it just felt like my brain was so full. It felt like my brain was like finally complete.
Were you on drugs or something?
No, that's the crazy part. I was sober.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
That's super crazy.
it is crazy. Fucking classic Nick. Chris, you're catching on fast. That's why I like you, man.
Yeah, he's still there.
So there. Oh, you checked it out.
I went over real quick for a second. It is a different vibe over there.
What is it, just awkward, or what is it?
It's not positive for me, at least.
Dude, I mean,
Sometimes people are so full of shit. It's like the whole entire conversation is just me trying really hard not to say what
feel
I'm
it.
thinking, and it feels really strange.
yeah. I mean, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to boost my ego here, but I like that you guys enjoy this chat room, whatever. I mean, you like it if you like it. That's what it is. But I appreciate that.
You like that we like that people can shut the fuck up sometimes.
I think I like that you guys like that you can feel like comfortable in here. At least I hope that's the case. To like say whatever you want to say or whatever. I don't even fucking know what I'm talking about, but
You don't?
no, I'm just like, I feel like my feelings are being like, you know what? I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like I have belief that emotional authenticity always shines through. That's why I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm fucking saying.
No, I know what you're saying. You're
Okay.
saying that this is like the room where people are being real.
Yeah, this is the real talk room.
Yeah,
And I'm glad people enjoy that. And fucking, you know.
and that you're not the only person in the entire community that enjoys that.
Yeah. Yeah, this room has rules. If you're not fucking emotionally authentic, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Sometimes I like it when people aren't being themselves because it's more to play with, you know, like to pick at a little bit.
Or just pickaxe
Yeah,
that shit down.
people are being real. Then I'm forced to sympathize, you know, and empathize.
Did you see that Portuguese guy who came in?